Did you know that 70% of all projects struggle to deliver what was promised to the customer? 70%. It's not that employees aren't working hard on their project. It's often because they don't have a standard way of working in place. Think about it. When everyone is rowing in the same direction, you get to your destination faster and with less effort. The same goes for project-related work in organizations. Companies with standardized ways of working waste less time and money, and they have more consistent, efficient project outcomes. Trust me, I've worked with hundreds of companies worldwide over the past 2 decades to help them stop struggling with their projects. Time and time again, it's standardization that helps them start getting better results. Let's talk about some of those benefits that standardization brings to organizations. Consistency. When everyone uses the same processes, follow the same steps, and fill out the same project documents, there's less chance of errors slipping through on projects. That means fewer project mistakes overall, which leads to more consistent outcomes. Project checklists and guidelines help make sure project teams are doing their work right every time, not just some of the time. It's its own quality control process built right into the workflow. And who doesn't want that? And that's when the 70% project failure rate drops significantly. Consistency on projects is key to success. That is why my Slay Project Management online course includes step-by-step guidance for every part of the project lifecycle. It also gives project teams access to over 25 downloadable templates for every key project document. When companies sign up for the corporate program, their employees can pop into the support hub anytime to access whatever document they need. Efficiency gains. How does standardization make an organization's project more efficient? Well, when a company uses standardized templates for their project, it means their teams don't have to start from scratch every time they start a project or a new project milestone. They can grab the project documents they need and get right to work, saving time and making them more efficient. When employees have a central hub where they can go to access all project documents, they have an easier time finding what they need. That means they're not scrambling or searching everywhere for key project documents. Better yet, they're not wasting time recreating a document when they could just fill in a document template that already exists. Improved scalability. When an organization wants to grow, the last thing they want is to end up in chaos. But that's what often happens when companies try to take on more clients or bigger projects. Believe me, I see this all the time. Standardized processes are easier to scale because they don't become more complex as projects grow in size. So it's easier to take on more projects or have larger project teams without everything getting too complicated to keep on track for clear understanding. I actually just worked with a healthcare organization that had several large-scale, highly visible projects coming down the pike as part of their 5-year strategic plan. They enrolled in my Slay corporate program because they wanted a standard approach to project management to deal with the complexity of everything that was involved. They knew to succeed that they needed everyone singing from the same hymn book, and they ended up loving the program. They told me it equipped their leaders and project managers with the best practices for project management and change management. And it also helped their PMs in so many ways, like seeing how much influence they have when driving organizational decision making, being more confident with taking ownership of project outcomes, thinking past project deliverables in the relationships and people dynamics, and then leveraging that knowledge to work within the culture of the organization and the team to get to the project outcome. I'll put the link to that client's testimonial below. Cost savings. With standardized project framework in place, project teams work smarter. Project managers can focus on organizing a project plan and they can clearly communicate it to the team. Everyone can then focus on what matters the project deliverable instead of figuring out how to get started, or worse yet, accidentally duplicating efforts because people were confused about what was happening. And I've seen this a lot. When there are clear steps to follow, there is less project rework, and teams don't have to spend time or money fixing mistakes. Employee productivity. Project standardization gets everyone united in purpose with clear direction for everyone involved, stakeholders, project managers, and project teams. Employees understand their role and responsibility, which helps reduce confusion and increases productivity. That's because when everyone knows their role and knows what's expected of them, they can do work faster with less stress. A standard way of working helps cut down on confusion and keeps everyone on the same page. That means fewer headaches and higher productivity. Compliance. Every industry has some kind of compliance rules they have to adhere to, and they may even face audits by regulating authorities. Standardized process helps teams stick to rules and avoid mistakes that could lead to fines or audits. It helps them stay out of trouble and avoid fines, costly delays, and worse, recalls. When processes are organized and documented, it's easier to prove compliance when needed. Having a standard way of working on projects helps project teams be ready, and it reduces the risks of non-compliance and the cost that comes with it. Now that you know how standardization can help your organization hit your project goals, let's connect to discuss how my corporate program can help you. I'll put the link for us to connect below. Don't forget to subscribe, and if you found this video helpful, I would be grateful if you gave this video a thumbs up. See you in the next video.